Good day and welcome once again to my channel, LD and Success. I repeat and I keep telling you on a daily basis, in whatever you do, don't let anyone take away your joy. Let your joy be determined by you. Let your joy come from within. You know why? Those who want to take away your joy want you to take actions in that situation where your joy has been taken. And those actions might be regretted and they will hold you to it. But I appeal to you, don't let anybody guard your heart. Don't let the Bible says guard your heart with all diligence. Try your best to ensure that it comes from within. Today we'll be looking at success investment. And we're looking at something very important that has to do with success of a nation, the family, the church, which is marriage. What is marriage? Is marriage an investment? Or what really is marriage? There has been misconceptions about marriage. But let's look at this from God's perspective. There are perspective of other people where you have a man and a woman coming together to form a family. Man and man nowadays, woman and woman nowadays, man and even animals. But what is the real concept for those who believe the Bible? Genesis chapter 1 tells us how God created everything. Everything. In Genesis chapter 1. And in chapter 2 he said God has finished creation and everything was good. In verse 2 or so about, you see, he said on the seventh day God rested. Now downwards to verse 18, you see that God said that it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a suitable helper. Meaning it was not an invention of man. Man did not even think that he wants to marry or he needed somebody. It was God who saw the need in man. And he said, I will make suitable helper. If you look at that, verse 19, God began to make helpers. He created the beasts of the field, created birds, and brought them to Adam to name them. And whatever Adam called them, that was their name. And in verse 20, God could see that after all this naming, there was still no helper suitable for man. Verse 21, he said, God caused Adam to be in a deep sleep. And when he was in this sleep, God performed the first surgery, removing the rib of Adam and forming another creature. And he brought this creature to Adam to name. And when Adam woke up, before naming that creature, he said, now, this is the bone of my bone. This is the flesh of my flesh. She, this creature is now a she, shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. And that was, you know, say a man shall leave his father. But from this, you will see that it was not man that moved the initiation. It was God who saw a need in man. So the essence of marriage is for the compatibility or that man will not be alone. Argue with your keyboard. I know a lot of ladies or wives will start arguing. But that is what the Bible says. We quote different things in the Bible, but let's start from the beginning. Now we'll begin to see the adjustments. One thing about life is that God gave man will to make adjustments when needed. But those adjustments should not be made contrary to God's purpose. Join me on this page as we look into real marriage. We look at God's purpose for marriage. Like, subscribe, follow, comment. Comment. Let's look at ourselves. The next phase, we'll look at marriage. Is it an investment? What is marriage to man? Called the Adam. What is marriage to woman? Called Eve. What is marriage to every other person that has transcended? From Abraham to Lot. Lot down to other children of Israel, down to even when we got to Jesus Christ, down to Paul, down to Revelation. What is marriage? And what is marriage in our contemporary world? Is that really God's plan? Thank you, and see you next time as we continue on this our discourse, marriage, on getting betterment and better fulfillment for generation at large. Oh.